Gulo Parliament House lo adon most probably down lo somewhere on the Gobu, I think Gobu.
Clive had arranged for us to meet with a representative from the autonomous Bougainville government.
The Minister of Mine went from the mine area itself. Mi planu si memlo lir baru aeroplane nongut nem nokam. So we just want to talk to anyone from the government side. From Bangwanda to talk to all people about law, ground law, close up the mine side.
I'm the man of the people. Okay. And, you can sit here with me for how many hours you like.
That's great.
But I really appreciate your coming because I think it is important that our people told the truth about mining, so that they don't get into problems just like what we Bougainville got into. The other minings in PNG, they learning from Bougainville, and they are getting good benefits out because the war in Bougainville has brought about changes in PNG mining industry, and this is why I feel that you are doing a very good job of getting information. Take this information back to our people in the Solomons. If ever people are thinking of engaging some big giant mining, they have to think twice. When I say think twice, it's about the agreement between the mining and the government, of course, and the people. And people must have the upper hand in getting the benefit out from the mining, because resources are for the people. This is the beauty about the struggle. Although we lost about 15 to 20,000 people, but the beauty about the struggle is that now we have charted our course, and any companies that comes into Bougainville, be it forestry, logging or mining or whatever, people in Bougainville must have the upper hand and they must get the benefit. So I think your visit to Bougainville is very, very timely, because Solomons, of course, is our close neighbors. And of course, we are all from the Solomons. This is the biggest island of the Solomons. Mine, all the money that is taken out of the mine, it goes to Port Moresby. Those who were working for the mine, they were getting benefits. Of course, there were small benefits, like people sell their garden foods to the company and other things, but people were really relying on the commodities like cocoa and copra. Mining is, as I said, what government got out of the mining, they built Port Moresby, not Bougainville. Yes, landowners were not getting benefits. This mine is about 50 lifespan of the mine in Panguna, and 25 was already used up, and 25 remains. So that's why people felt that the landowners felt that they are not getting benefit, and of course even the population of Bougainville, they were not getting benefits. So that's why the fight started. Yes, the mine, of course, one of the things that triggered the war is that firstly, the landowners were not getting the benefit they should be getting. That's one. Two, the Bougainville mining agreement was not reviewed. I think it was overdue by 3 years. So this is why the people, and of course the government, frustrated that the review of mine was delayed. That's second one. And the third one is the development in Bougainville. There's no tangible development as far as the Bougainville people were concerned from the mining. A lot of money from the mine were going to Papua New Guinea government, and of course the government was thinking of, when they review the mining agreement, then after learning from the 25 years of experience, they would now have a good agreement, but that was not done. So, the government and the mining were being taken by surprise by the landowners. Well, 10 years of crisis left us virtually, there was nothing. All the infrastructures were destroyed, everything. So it's a very big impact. Like we lost 10 to 20, 15 to 20,000 people. We lost our houses, we lost everything. And it is taking quite a long time for us to rebuild again. My advice to our brothers and sisters in the Solomons, we come from the Solomons. They are our neighbors, and my advice is, if they are thinking of mining, they should have a good agreement with a company that is intending to do the mining in the Solomons and the governments, and they should get the maximum benefit under the agreement. Must have a very good agreement. The other one is the feasibility study to make sure that the mining does not spoil the environment. That is important, because in Bougainville, this is one of the saddest things. If you go to Panguna, you go down to the river, Chaba River, you will see a lot of damage. So environment is very important. They must have a well-planned plan of environmental control. That's the good agreement with the company and the government. Secondly, they must have a good environmental protection, not to damage, the sea, because Solomon is mainly, islands. They live on the sea resources, because sometimes we have this like the chemicals, they are not good. In Bogan, we know what is left in the law. There are chemicals that to be disposed, and we don't know how to dispose them. And our life is in danger because of the cyanide. There's a big pack of cyanide in the law. So environment is important. They must have a very good covered on the environment. And thirdly, I can say that Solomon can also go into agriculture. I think they can plant cocoa. So give a second thought to mining. I think agriculture is our livelihood. We must live on our land because we will always survive on our land. Mining, we see a lot of damages done in other countries, in other mines in the world. So that is my advice to our friends in the Solomons.
Bougainville's mine has now been closed for more than 25 years, and the island's economy was strangled and cut off from the outside world during the decade-long military blockade. So we weren't anticipating such a busy, bustling and lively economy. The speaker, Andrew Miriki, had advocated agriculture as a way forward for Bougainville. We wanted to learn more about this, so we visited one of the island's leading growers.
Okay, this is where we produce our planting materials. At the moment, we haven't got enough because we've given out all of it to the village people. We are not charging anything, we're giving them free. We want to help out as much as we can.
James Rutana is a London-trained economist and a world authority on cocoa.
I think from the experience on Bougainville issue itself, I would tend to leave mining alone. The benefits are there, are very limited. You only get for a short period of time, and you can never renew. With agriculture, it's always renewable. Like cocoa especially, and other cash crops, you can maybe in the next 5 years you plant one crop in the following year without having to disturb the land itself. And the money you get from the crop itself, it's a hard cash. It's not a paper money anymore. And you can come in the evening, you sit on the kitchen table, say to your family, look, this is what we've earned today. You can show it, the whole family to look at it. You can't do it with mining, yeah. It's someone else's money. And Papua New Guinea is going very, very big way in mining. I think they're making a big mistake. They're not ready for it. I don't think they could handle it. And I don't think Solomon Islands even are prepared for it. I believe Solomon Islands and every Melanesian countries now, they should all stick to agriculture, food security. Everyone in the world needs food to eat, to live.
But James, a lot of people in the Solomons now are saying that there's no alternative to mining, and that's where they're headed. What would be your message, or what would be your advice to the people in the Solomon Islands?
My message is they're wrong. They should go into agriculture now. Maybe cash crop would be cocoa would be the main one that holds the economy, cash economy for agriculture. Then food crop like rice and any other cash crop that comes in. Solomon Islands can still grow coffee. They can grow crop up in the islands in Galakana, even some islands in Vela, they can grow coffee, and in some in Maruo too they can grow coffee as well. The lowland coffee. So I feel if they're going into mining, then they'll be making a big mistake because there's so much to think about. What we get by the end of the day. Okay, maybe school, maybe road, maybe some kind of infrastructure. But there's big difference between a farmer earning actual cash, hard cash on his hand. That's what people in the Solomons they need right now, a cash on their hands. Mining won't give them the cash on their hands. Maybe people landowners, yes, they probably get immediate cash, but not everybody on Solomon has a landowner. Not every land in the Solomons will have mining operation. So I would say 80% of them will be missing out. Only 20% will benefit from the mining. Probably overall, when the mining start financing the government infrastructure, yes, but actual cash there will be nothing. I found it. Yeah, this is what happens. Bougainville, one time we owned the third richest mine in the world. Now look at us today. Yeah, we can't even afford to even borrow money from the bank. We are just waiting out. Hopefully, in the next 2 years, if this project that I'm doing can come off the ground, we're looking at if I can produce 200,000 tons. That's my target, and Solomon Islands can do the same. If I can produce 200,000 tons, that's about 1.6 billion a year. Export earning just from cocoa only, and with the rice. If we do what I estimate to be 560,000 tons on the same project using same spacing, then we're looking at another 1.3 billion a year. So we got almost 3 billion a year, which means we are proposing to the government if they can assist us to become part of the program, we will pay 300 million a year to the government. Just the people themselves. We're not beggars anymore. Not beggars anymore. And Solomon Islands can do the same.
For 900 kilometers of travel, especially from Kiunga all the way to Daru, lo Gulf of Papua. The whole way, if I not drinking one single stream will come inside Lo Fly River, not one. Although I'm biggest wetlands in the entire Melanesia, not one time. If I drink no bottled water, if I buy them store. And how ironic is that to be on one of the largest freshwater systems in the world and the biggest in Melanesia, not be able to drink from that water. It's unfathomable, Communities suffering from drinkable water, right on a huge water system, just because of an impact of a developer upstream.
So even though Octadi is a program that sort of can help the farmers out, I don't know how far you went down the river, and maybe what you saw down the river as a result of mining, I think, could have been shocking to you. And I'm sure you learned something there, but it did not. I mean, good that you saw it, but now you have to look at the alternative. Now I'm offering alternative. This is the only alternative for Solomon Island and Bougainville and Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, even though they've got big industries coming up, they're not ready for it. They're going to miss out. And maybe only 20% will come to Papua New Guinea. The rest won't come back to Papua New Guinea. You know, there's mining being coming up all over the places. There's no control, nothing. And what's going to happen by the end of the day? I don't know. You've seen the rice in the field, and now we have produced this one. Now we have milled it, we are packaging it, we are selling this on the market now. It's on demand. We can't even supply at the moment. I want Solomon Islands to do the same. You have more land as well, and then you have favorable climate conditions there. We can do the same. Yellow and green. I purposely mark those colors. Green is for agriculture, and the yellow is for gold. So agriculture is a golden opportunity. You know, thank you. I wish you to take this one and show it to your people in the Solomons that if we can do this one together, we will benefit from the program. And thank you for coming. Yeah.
From Buka, we drove down to Arawa in central Bougainville. Arawa had been the support town for Panguna Mine. We met with women's leader Lynn Bassa and asked her about the benefits brought to Arawa when the company was based there.
Long development too. Me been looking more sem. Bougainville become up in big money. But I been salim out igolo narap lapad lo Papua New Guinea. Me no gat kolta karamapim island do me na me use me or se me rubbish man. Or kita money I been spending lo narap side lo Papua New Guinea. So me no been benefit too much. Even I been setting up all kita supermarket belong him. All kita money me buy him something all goods long have. MBCL benefit as all. I no been come up in one business belong me too. Ni kana one me wholesale na supermarket Arava supermarket and BCL tas all. All kita something I besides zoom into so long business belong him tas all. I no been developing all business people here now. All businessman only working business belong all long own money belong all. Now only work set up or them. Ikat supermarket work lo come up Stephen if you work long come up lo narapla level. Me treat me or them more slave. During crisis me mama me no been go out. Me been stop inside the crisis lo here. But that time me looking more them. Me all people been stop all right. No got sick because me live lo ground. Kai blow me yet. Na me looking more them. All this last stuff me I kiss him through all the store ya. It's affecting me It's bring him kind sick. Because so got something lost thin foods too. Long time only store him na me kai. So me been stop long place lo me you know been got plenty kind sick. Me enjoy him na me been stop lo this like kai me been plan him. So I'm good health.
We asked Lynn about developments like health during the company's years at Arawa.
Lo this last side, yeah, but this like system belong all white man. Me come up in good development lo housing, but housing destination long. Bakara pick up lo life lo man. Because prevention is better than cure. Time lo man is sick, long cost long lo chemicals or when something. Bali come pull up lo housing. All preparing me long come up long end up lo housing. No healing blow me
The Panguna mine was sited in the mountains above Arawa. The area is under the control of the Mekamui Defense Force. Just days before, we'd visited the busy working Lihir mine. It was a strange experience wondering about Panguna's idle, silent wreckage.
When rounding goes in 2 times.
Round before go custom down. Hey.
Machine lo there, kala wata bone mo kata.
No good, no.
Everything yan bone one na man.
Panguna mine hasn't been operated for over 25 years. But standing, looking into the pit, there was so little sign of environmental recovery. It felt like the massive hole had been dug just yesterday.
Yeah, with the logging situation in the Solomon Islands, where the damage that is done on the environment is reversible, where secondary forest can grow back. With mining, it cannot. It's permanent, and it will be here forever.
Another part man, this one yellow. Mara inside law, Panguna mining. Or some fighting happen here. Or something I should have no stop here. But from mining animal, or something I have stop here now. And something people will have come in or some other army will have come in or some road here. So to put on this one bar face him not this wala place for the come in him.
Mining operations may have stopped 25 years ago, but the effects on the local environment haven't. The pit continues to leach copper into the rivers.
Man, what me experience him the whole life, lo me turning around in every place me go around, me never looking me any color or same any water no man. First time lo me looking water him or same no.
According to the environmental report produced by the miner before they shut down, the water was good for drinking. But the color alone didn't look inviting to drink, so we visited a community living on the river to ask them.
Name lo me Michael. Me belong ya. Yeah. Me belong. Peresia milba sa ko rin Pirurari village. Before Peresia maybe stop lo me aron splap. So what I come so no. Maybe karamapin na. This year maybe September ausi ko antap. Splap ya. What a blom before ya maybe run before Tamlo straight. So maybe come on top. What I am dangerous. Because now you look at me, what I make a bulu. Monkey, a tubla monkey, or go waswasya. Behind no requanta from Peresem by come up with some skin blong. Yeah, by dust. Even you stop inside on what I look, even one day, you skin blue by blue, by Karaos and this flower. Yeah. I'm dangerous because chemical stuff.
Before you fellas have a drink in and wash.
Yeah, I'm straight because no got man on top. Jungle stuff was no got man. You can drink. Okay, you can use him long cooking too. Or get something peace from sorbo is coming up long. So now no got. Company come now. I'm even back up him. Yeah, I'm back up him now. Rocket environment from me, I finish in Nogat now. Finish. Now display up to Karnasi being bagarapin. This year, Tasha bagarapin. Degree up around the same and stop us. Maybe now Nogat Ablon one and walking current. Because rocket up in me bagarapins. So some fella good something, him come up no company, some fella money or some fella development, him he come up from. Sorry, display up no got straight. No got development. No got development. Even now too, suppose this year me been working development, you not looking good plus something on you. Now no got. After 25 years now, this year, me no sabi how we not straight. Because moray bakara penis. Me no sabi. I think maybe I can me not thinking myself maybe after 135 years what I not come up alright. Because now what I mean bakara.
Today, many Bougainvilleans pan for fragments of gold in the mine's waste, and this provides important income. Mining, directly or indirectly, has had so much impact on the lives of the people of Bougainville, and for many, that experience has been a bitter one. Our last night, we spent not far from the mine site, in a remote village that had been rebuilt after the war. Before that, for years, the villagers had been on the run, constantly hiding in the bush from the PNG Defence Force. We were humbled by what the people of Bougainville had endured and what they are now rebuilding. Truly resilient people. The Solomons has many similarities with Bougainville. The two are so close and the geography and customs so similar. We couldn't help but wonder if what had taken place on Bougainville as a consequence of mining there was possible in the Solomons too.